Well, the footage you just witnessed clearly shows the devastation caused by heavy downpours and flash floods. For details, let's now cross over to Nadeem Majid, who is at the Newsfirst Weather Centre for a more comprehensive report on the weather situation that affected the country since the weekend. Nadeem?
Thank you, Shahin. Shahin himself just returned to the Newsfirst Centre earlier this evening after a busy day covering the extreme weather situation in Colombo and surrounding areas. Now, while the rains have begun to dissipate, most of the island is still reeling from the floods and devastating landslides triggered by the deluge that occurred over the weekend. The Newsfirst Weather Centre, our network of island-wide correspondents, our 20,000 plus strong network of reporters have all been mobilized to cover the disaster situation and keep you up to date. Meanwhile, the water levels of the Kalani River rose once again today, raising the threat level to a major flood situation. Many areas along the banks of the river have been inundated, and taking this situation into account, authorities issued warnings to the respective areas, including a call for residents to evacuate to safer locations. Earlier in the evening, Shahin Jurangpati visited the area that was badly affected by floodwaters from the Kalani River and submitted this footage. Our reporter noted that the water level of the Kalani River is continuing to rise. He also witnessed the manner in which people were fleeing from their homes in search of dry land. Several Newsfirst teams visited areas along the banks of the Kalani River today. Let's take a look at the reports that they filed.
The water level of the Kalani River stood at 6.7 feet as of this evening. The Department of Irrigation states that this is a severe flooding situation.
The
Gautami, Jakotua and Korniawatta areas in the Vallapiti area are inundated. The floodwaters have submerged the houses by nearly 3/4 of its height.
Houses in Kolanawa, Sedawatta, Vallampitiya, Ambatale, Kotikawatta, Madiga Kodala, Madinagoda and Kittampaua have been submerged.
I'm on the 175 bus route in Kohilavatta. You can see that this route is completely underwater. The main bus route to enter Kohilavatta is also completely submerged.
20 families of Kolanawa have been affected by the floods. Boats were deployed in an effort to rescue those affected by the floods. We also witnessed people trapped on the upper floors of their homes as a result of the flooding. These residents claimed that they had to beg and plead with authorities to save their lives. The Navy and those who deployed private boats to rescue the flood victims stated that they did not have sufficient boats to rescue all those who were stranded. However, a large number of people were relocated to safe areas today. Kaduvela was another area which was heavily affected by the floods. Reports say that 8,000 families have been affected in the area.